Hey guys, Ralph from Pittsburgh Strings here. Right now we're going to show you off a few heads that we've strung up in the last week or two. Starting off is this red Nike Lakota with 10 diamond standard ninja mesh. It has a nice channel on it, pretty good. I like how it turned out. It has the Kutch top string to pull the mesh nice and tight. Two shooters, one red and then one nylon that's white right here. You can see that. Now this adds a little extra whip to it, but it doesn't affect the hole too much. You can see it just kind of rolls one out. This has been a good summer stick, but I'm looking to sell it. I don't really like the Lakota as much as other people do, so I'm just going to sell it to make room for other stuff that I can get. Next up, got the Pittsburgh themed Cobra that I got in the mail. Now it came out to be cheap because it has a little crack right here, so that'll take down the value a little bit, but it doesn't affect the performance at all. It just slips right onto the head, the screw stays and everything, no real problem. Now here we have the bear claw top string with a little bit of variation. You can see they crisscross over between each other on every one. Thought that would do anything extra to see how it performed. The channel on here, I like it. I mean, it's also not the best that I've had, but it works pretty well. It's a nice mid pocket, if you can see that. So I did the 5, I did a 3, and then a 2 right here for where the pocket was, and then I did interlocks, and then I did knots above, I believe. Yeah. So that gave me the nice little bubble channel that we got going on. In a bubble pocket. You can see it's pretty legal. The only thing is the sidewall is a little bit loose because I had to string it with some cross lace. I ran out of sidewall string the other night. So next up we got the restrung just last night Pittsburgh themed Brian Alias with the Allegheny top string and just one shooter because it's a defensive head. I don't play defense, so I won't be using this head that much. It will just go for sale pretty much. So it has the nice channel. I like it a lot better than it had before. They had one before. I'm ashamed to say I strung it just because of how shallow and it just does not look good. Anyway, the mesh here is String King. It's nice. This is a fairly new piece that I had. It hasn't seen much action. You can tell. Yeah, I think I've thrown with it like once or twice. So this will be a good one to go for sale, maybe in the giveaway even. For defense, because I know we don't do a lot of defensive geared stuff. So I feel like we might do that. The pocket, nice and legal going on right there. So, good hold, good channel, not my type of head. Next up, this one is currently being sold. It's the 6K on the 7K shaft. It's plaid, red, not red. It's plaid, yellow, all that. Has a nice pocket on it. Good. Only threw 2 shooters on here because that's all it needs. This is the box stick. The sale doesn't go through. I'll end up using it for box maybe, or just sell it again. But I don't know. I like it. I like how this pita turned out. What I don't do is if you can see, I don't like to put the diamonds inside the channel middle part track because I feel like that makes the track more loose, and that way you don't get as good of a middle area. So I like to put them on the outside instead of inside. However, the other ones I do keep like that. The shaft has not sold, so if you are interested, it's still available. Next up, the stick that got me through most of summer ball and the first iteration of the Kutch top string. This, actually, I was getting my hair cut whenever I saw the AK Sabo pocket, the Chenango top string. I decided to kind of morph them into the same idea. I think it turned out really well. I mean, I've had more hold on this stick than I ever have before. The channel on this, surprisingly, is not that great, but it has insane hold. I mean, I just love it. This stick, I really like the clutch. This is my first experience with the OG. I don't like the Elite Series or the 2. The 3 might change my mind on it, but as long as it has that dual shot mold, I really don't see me going to it. Anyway, if you see what happens towards the end whenever you get into the mesh is it starts to bunch up a little. So what you're going to have to do is on the first 2 or 3, you want to go with 3 or 2 twists. However, once you get to the end, you're only going to go with 1. That'll prevent less bunching and make it more easy to string. Bottom string is the standard one we've been using. So, I don't know, this might be my gamer this year, it might not. We'll see how that works out. Next is my box stick and my gamer from last year, and my box stick from last year. It's the Rabel X that I got for Christmas. I really love this head, and like, the channel on this is just great. Anyway, it is Ninja Diamond 10. Ninja Lax 10 Diamond with their heavy variation of it. Anyway, I really like it. I feel like it's better than their standard, but also it's not, I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, the channel on this, as I said, is really nice. I only put 2 stack shooters just to affect the whip, because if I added any more, the hold would hook it really bad. So that's about it. I mean, if you can see, here's how good the hold and channel is. It's a little bit illegal, but I have to still break it in a little bit. That's about it, guys. So if you want to see a tutorial or any other videos, let me know. If you want to see one for the touch top string or something like that, or if you want to know how I did the pattern on my Rabel, Pita, any other stick that we have here, let us know. I really like to help out. And yeah, a couple of these heads will be making a trip to a few tournaments with us to be displays maybe, or just to show around. But yeah, alright guys, I'll see you next time.